Hello, Seth here from macOS 10 screencasts.com. In this screencast I'd like to show you Scrivener again. Well, we got a few people saying Scrivener is cool, but how exactly do I use it? And I was thinking about this problem for I think 3 months now, and I really have to thank the guys of Scrivener who really helped me here a bit, and NGGALAI on Twitter. He was very, very helpful. He's an author living in Switzerland. Now he originally comes from Germany as well, and he helped me a lot here in collecting all the information I needed, all what's important to say in these kind of screencasts. And so here I am, and I'd like to show you how to create your own master thesis, bachelor thesis, your own documents with Scrivener. And as I said, this is a screencast series, so we will start very, very easily and very basic, and then evolve to a more complex project where we will work with bibliography, footnotes, we will work with proofreading, we will do almost everything, and then we will create of our project a LaTeX document, and that one we will be converting to a PDF file you can actually hand in to your professor or to your course leader or supervisor or whatever. And I really like to start off very, very easily. So let's create our project first. I have Scrivener already opened, as always. I've chosen to save to my Scrivener Tutorials desktop folder, and I like to name my document first. This is my master thesis proposal. I click create, and then my project is being created. Let me move this to the middle of the screen so that you can see this document a bit easier. So first thing I want to do is I want to go to TextMate and cheat. You see here that I've set up already the text. It would be pretty awkward to write this lot of text here in the screencast. So let me just copy this text over to Scrivener, and then I copy the document title as well, and then we can go to Scrivener. Now to set this document, the easiest way is to just go here, make a double click onto the title bar, and then paste it here. Hit enter to save the document. Now first thing you want to notice is this awkward thing here saying that I have this picture glitch image.jpg, which I probably should include here. This is just a little reminder for me that I don't forget that we actually want to include this picture into the document. So, but first of all, we need to do one real important thing, because when I, on this line, when I start writing here, and I want to enclose this in double quotes, you see that when I create the double quotes, they are called smart quotes, and this is pretty awkward because we will use Scrivener to export a LaTeX document using MultiMarkdown, and MultiMarkdown doesn't like those smart quotes, so we need to make sure that we don't use it at all. So the first step to create your own projects is to go to the Scrivener preferences and customize your Scrivener settings. So here on the general page, I'd like to use PNG as RTF image format, and I want to set a bibliography manager, which in my case is BibDesk. You can download this free from the MacTech website, and the most current version of BibDesk is actually included. Then let's go to the text editing page. You see that the usual format or the standard format is Optima regular 13 points, and for me as a Markdown writer, I'm not very satisfied with this setting. So let's go customize this font to use a more programmer-like font, And in Snow Leopard came a new font for programmers, and this one's called Manlow. So I set it to Manlow, and I rather would use 13 points, so I set it to 11 points here. Let me close this window now. And yeah, this was it for the font. So let's see what else we have here. Use block insertion point, and this one's pretty good. Capitalize first letter of sentences. This can be useful, but only in script text attributes. This one should be set on here. Capitalized first letter of sentences. This is useful in most cases, so I let it turned on here. In the typography section, I deactivate the typographer's quotes, which are actually these smart quotes that I was speaking earlier about. And I don't want to replace the double hyphens with em dash, and also I don't want any smart symbols or 3 periods as well. So this was it for the setup. We are actually now able to start writing in our document. Let me just quickly delete this one line here because it was just rubbish what I wrote here. Now you see that we have set Manlow as our standard format in the preferences, but our document isn't using it. So we need to make sure that we are now using the standard document format. To do that, we go to the Documents menu here. From here we select Convert, and here we set the default text style. And then we are warned that this action cannot be undone, and we are totally aware of that. So let me just answer this question with OK, and you see now that we have a much more convenient display here of the page. So the next thing you might notice here is this picture here, and this is crying at me so loud that we actually have to replace this one right now. Let me go to the Finder here, and you see that in our proposal folder where our Scrivener document is, that I have created a pics folder, and here is this image. This is just an image showing a glitch, and we need to go to that folder like you would do in the terminal. So to refer to that document, and let me just move this window here so that you can see both objects actually on the screen. And this one here is, when we start in our master project's Scrivener document, it is pics/glitch -image.jpg. And as I said earlier, this capitalized first letter of the sentence is in most cases useful, but not in this case, because MultiMarkdown is actually case sensitive. In order to refer to a picture, you will use the following format. In the square brackets, you can put a name of your picture. This will never be shown on the document itself. And in the parentheses, you put the path to your picture. And you can provide a description for that picture as well. A picture showing a graphical glitch. And this was it for the picture. We now have a picture in our document. You can't believe me right now, but it becomes much better when we set our document. And it is right now time to actually set our document. So let us go to the File menu. From here we select Compile Draft. And in order to make sure that we include the file in the document as a section, we will enable here titles for our files. From the export format, we will use MultiMarkdown to LaTeX conversion. Then we hit export. We then use this small trick to go quickly to the folder. Then I set this document to the master proposal tag name and click export. You saw now that Scrivener was working. It gave us actually a new document here called master thesis proposal.tech. I can close the other document now. And from here, the only thing we need to do, you see, all this happened, all this preamble thing happened for us automatically. And it even has provided our part here, what is glitch, with a label, and did everything we need to do for us automatically. And this is the magic of MultiMarkdown, because it does so many things for us automatically. So let us view our very beautiful document now. I hit Command R here in TextMate. This compiles the draft or the LaTeX document, and then we select View in TextMate to get a PDF preview right in TextMate. Let me just make it a bit bigger. You see we have a beautiful title page along with a date and the document name. Here we have a blank page which says it is formatted for LaTeX by MultiMarkdown. We have a table of contents which is currently not filled, and then our first part starts saying what is glitch. Here you see our beautiful picture and all the text below. We can compile our document a second time so that we don't get a warning while we compile it, and when we go to the contents here, you see that we are now have contents in our PDF. This was pretty cool, and we did a really great job here. The only thing that annoys me is that we have here a bit of a fraction display, because I'm referring here to musical notes, and it's quite awkward to show these notes here as these sort of fractions which reads 1/32. So in order to get rid of this, you have something like a quick math mode. You actually just put all the mathematical numbers inside double less than and double bigger than. And this, let me repeat this here. Oopsie. And here as well. And now when we export our document again to LaTeX, and I don't change anything else, let me just grab the name again. I want to replace that file. Scrivener is again working. When I go back to our proposal, you see TextMate has reloaded the document, and you see here what happened in the background automatically for us. This is so brilliant. I'm so excited whenever I see it, that it has put everything inside dollars with a frac, and actually exactly like LaTeX want the document to look like. And I can rerun the compile of this document, and oops, when I go down now, you see that we have beautiful fractions in our first LaTeX document produced by Scrivener. So this was it for the first part of the Scrivener tutorials. We will now move on and make this small project a bit bigger. It will not become very big, but it will become so big that you will learn so much stuff that you can use it for your own projects, and maybe then we will continue and describe how LaTeX actually works for normal users. So I hope you like this screencast. Give me feedback if you want to see more or what you want to see in these screencasts, and see you later. Bye.